Hello, POB staff, students, and alike to this very special moment in POB JFK's recent history. POB News is back and better than ever. This is the first in a series of bi-weekly broadcasts presented by Mr. McCarroll's video production classes. POB News will cover the latest in sports, clubs, upcoming events, student interests, and so much more. Stay tuned and stay informed with POB News created by students for students. I'm Issa, and this is Hawk Talk. Our top story this week is the news of Mr. Murray announcing his retirement from POB JFK after 20 dedicated years. Mr. Murray has shown JFK's strength in character, stability, and leadership. We will miss his guidance, humor, and greetings every morning as we arrive at school. He supported POB through the best of times and the saddest, always sharing his thoughtful words with love and respect. From all of us here at POB News, congratulations. We wish you a retirement full of health and happiness. And now for weather. Alex?
Oh, you want the weather? It's cold.
Okay, that was not very helpful, Alex. Up next, we present our student athletes. Our sports editors, Sam and Anthony, are here to share the success, inside stories, and statistics of POB varsity sports.
All of our sports teams have had great seasons. We would like to highlight certain accomplishments. Congratulations to Emma Heaney for being named the top 100 basketball player on Long Island this season. She also broke the school record for points in a sophomore season. Congratulations, and we wish you guys luck in playoffs. Now, to boys basketball. They are currently 1 win away from clinching playoffs, and they will look to do so this Friday at home at 7 o'clock, so pack the nest. Our wrestling team has also had a great season, and they will be heading to their qualifiers this Saturday. We would also like to congratulate Alyssa Sanborn and Marissa Schlossman on being named to Newsday's top 10 gymnasts on Long Island. And also a huge congratulations to the boys bowling team who just had an undefeated season and won the conference championship. And in other news, our track team also had a great season. Tom Rosen, Taylor Korn, and Kayla Leibowitz, along with our girls 4x200 relay team, will be competing at counties this Saturday.
Great job, athletes. Go cheer on your classmates. All scheduled games are available on the POB School website. Just go to pobschools.org and click on Athletics. Next up, we have Justin and Enrique reporting on the annual Secko Hoopin' for Hope basketball tournament. This tournament is dedicated to beloved POB business teacher, Mr. Michael Secko, who passed away, sadly, away from cancer in 2012. Please watch as teachers and students come together for this meaningful event.
I'm Justin. Who am I here with?
Abby Ostrager, Julia Powers, and Taylor Diamond.
Why'd you set this event up?
For our DECA manual, we wanted to raise awareness and funds for the American Cancer Society and the Michael Secko Memorial Scholarship, which was made in honor of a business teacher here who passed away due to cancer.
How many teams were able to participate today?
There were about 21 teams who participated today, along with 12 refs.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Justin and Enrique. Looks like a good time was had by all. Another regular POB News segment will be presented by Alana Mitnick. This week's spotlight is on the Best Buddies Club. Take it away, Alana.
Hi everyone, I'm Alana, and today in Club Spotlight we're going to be talking all about Best Buddies. But before we get started, who here knows about Best Buddies? Well, that's alright, because soon enough you'll know all about it. Best Buddies.
I'm Mrs. Miller, the co-advisor.
And do you want people to know about Best Buddies?
Best Buddies is a club that encompasses inclusion for all students. So if you're looking to make some new friends and meet some nice people, check us out.
I'll just help everyone out and just work towards our goal as a club, which is to include everyone and make sure everyone has someone there for them and make sure that friendship is within everybody's lives, no matter who they are within this high school.
Well, it's important to make sure that both sides of the pair are involved and it's not just like a one-sided friendship, because once again, everyone deserves a friend and it's really important for everyone to have that person to go to.
I've learned so much and I've gained so many new experiences. I learned the values of friendship and inclusion.
I've learned that patience is such key, especially with these friendships. It's so good to just have patience and be able to talk with people. We are in such like a speed society. It's so good to just sit down and have someone that you can rely on and talk to at all times.
It emphasizes like inclusion for everyone, no matter who you are, and it's a friendly space, friendly area for everyone.
The goal of the club is to gain friendship and have fun and just make new friends, and learn that becoming a friend is way important. It shows kindness, and as a senior, I'm allowed to show that to my fellow peers and the underclassmen who are trying to become seniors and go to their future.
Well, that's it for this installment of Club Spotlight, and maybe your club will be next.
Best buddies, ooh, best buddies.
Thank you, Alana. For more information about the Best Buddies Club, please see Mrs. Carullo or Miss Miller. On to something different. If athletics or clubs are not your thing, Michael Savino is here with 6-minute crafts. Because 5 minutes is never enough. I'm just glad that clip wasn't 6 minutes. We now invite you to join Amber in the crowded hallways of JFK asking the hard-hitting questions we've always wanted to ask our classmates. Amber?
Okay. How do you put on your shoes in the morning? Do you put on socks and then your shoes, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
Socks and shoe?
Socks and then shoes. Shoe, sock, shoe, sock.
Do you eat mac and cheese with a spoon or a fork?
Depends on the occasion.
Spoon or a fork?
Depends on the occasion.
What do you mean depends on the occasion? Spoon or a fork?
Like yesterday, I ate it with a spoon. But like sometimes I eat it with a fork.
I don't eat mac and cheese.
If you were to eat mac and cheese, would you eat it with a spoon or a fork?
See, this one, honestly, it goes both ways. You can have it with a fork or you can have it with a spoon. Just depends. Me, I'm a hands guy, so I'd probably eat it with my hands.
You know, this is controversial, but
I don't really care. Whatever's in the the cabinet, that's what I'll grab out. I have a spoon, I'll grab a spoon. I have a fork, I'll grab the fork. It's whatever gets the job done.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't had mac and cheese in a very long time. But if I'm going to eat mac and cheese, I want a dual threat weapon. I want a spork. Personally, it's the best of both worlds. Some would argue that it's the worst of both worlds. I think you're combining two key aspects that are required for mac and cheese consuming on a high level. And that's all I have to say about that topic for sure. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you guys eat your Oreos? Do you break it in half and eat off the cream, or do you just eat it completely like whole?
I'll actually start this one off. It's always cream first. It's always been cream first. There's no other way to do it. And what do you think?
I eat traditional. I eat the way a sandwich is supposed to be eaten. I don't mess around and go my own route. No, because it comes in a package, cookie, cream, cookie, and I'm going to keep it that way, the way it should be. That's all I have to say, honestly, on this subject.
Thank you.
If I gotta answer truthfully, I always have it with milk, so I put, like, first, it's gonna take a minute. First, I bite into the Oreo to get an appetite for the milk, and then I take the Oreos and I put it at the bottom of my cup, and I fill the cup up with the milk. So I let it, like, disintegrate over time into the milk. It spreads out, it tastes gooey and delicious. And then I take about, like, 3 to 8 Oreos, and I just put them in the milk, I soak it in there and take a bite, and then every time I take a bite, I take a sip of the milk. So I gotta keep filling up with milk, and it tastes really good. And then once everything's over, I still have that Oreo at the bottom, so then I have the Oreo at the bottom and I eat that, but then I get thirsty again, so I need more milk. And that's how I do it truthfully.
All of us here at POB Production Studio believe teachers deserve more recognition, so each broadcast will include a teacher spotlight. We will talk with them about their life, success, and of course, their love of teaching. Our senior editors, Julia Hargreaves and Maddie Dombrow, have hosted Cat Chat in the library with our first guest, Mrs. Gonzalez. Mrs. Gonzalez has been teaching here at POB for more than 20 years and is here to spill the tea on her journey in teaching, which naturally includes a cat.
Catty, not catty. 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 Hi, everybody. Thanks for inviting me to the Cat Chat. So this is episode 1.
Yeah. Next time we'll actually bring tea.
The good part about this tea is that I actually can't spill it on me.
Yeah. That's true.
Mm-hmm. And it's never too hot. Yeah. So I love the theme of a Cat Chat because I happen to be a cat aficionado.
Yes, you have 2 cats.
Yes, and this one actually reminds me of, a cat that I told you about.
Yes.
That I actually met here at Plainview. It's almost 2 decades ago. So the story goes, it was early in the morning. My chairperson at the time came sauntering in with a quart of milk in one hand and a kitten in the other.
As everyone does.
It looked like this, only the kitten was probably this big. But she didn't know anything about cats, and it was obvious right away with the quart of milk. Mm-hmm. And the statement that followed, which is, I found this cat. If no one takes it by the end of the day, I'm dropping it off at the pound. Well, maybe just put the cat down here in our department, let it walk around, and right away I'm thinking litter box, food, no milk. This little cat walked right up to me. It was almost like, you're going to save my life, aren't you? Because now I have to teach, right? And teachers, we multitask. I walk into my first class and I'm like, okay kids, I'm gonna need a little help today because, and they're like, oh my goodness. So we're trying to do instruction, but every now and then we had to throw a paper ball on the floor. Up and down the aisles.
Yeah.
And he had his first full day at high school. And, the rest is history. I had Dakota.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
Who also went by the name Dakota Boy and other little cute names for 18 years. Wow. He was my best friend.
Here we go. Let's take a tea break real quick. Okay. Quick little tea break. All right, are we ready?
Delicious.
Now we're getting into it. So now we just talked about cats. Let's talk a little bit about you, Miss Gonzalez.
Right.
So when did you know, you loved, English and reading? What was that moment in your life when you realized that?
I think I always knew I loved it. I just had to come to realize that it would actually become a profession for me. Mm-hmm. I became the second person to the vice president of human resources for a company of over 500 people.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
I know. I was doing payroll and human resources and on like resumes and company events and trainings and so forth. But it wasn't really the thing. I have so many teachers in my family that I think it's like it was all around me and I finally figured it out.
Right,
you know? I have my grandpa's sister. She was at MIT and one of the first, we called them coders today, for one of the first computers. I think they called it the UNIVAC, the MISSISSIPPI. And then my aunt, who was my grandmother's sister, was one of the first women deans at Hofstra.
Wow.
My dad was a professor at Georgetown University for 30 years, and then he was a professor in his retirement at Oxford University. And then my mom was preschool vision coordinator for Suffolk. I think my long story short is that like education and teachers were around me my whole life. And then I finally came to a point where I realized that I was a teacher that just needed to step in the classroom.
I think you stepped in the right room. You did step in the right room.
Okay, wait. Let's cat sip that. Thank you. To the cat chat.
Yes, to the cat chat. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Thank you. Well, this was fun.
And that's a wrap. We want to take a second to thank all of our students, teachers, and staff that made this video possible. See you in 2 weeks, POB.